In this video, I'll show you how to make 11 text effects for free in CapCut. Let's start with the first one, video in text effect. Add your video on the first layer of your timeline. I find what works best is if the video is tracking in like you see in the reference here. Then go to text, add default text, and let's go ahead and change this to the words that we want. Because we're in New York City here, I'm going to type NYC and change the font to a bold font. Increase your font size to the point where it almost covers the screen, then scroll down to uniform scale, and let's increase the height a little bit so that we make our text a little bit taller. This gives us a good portion of the screen that is covered by our text. Then go to media and find the black picture and import that onto your timeline. Let's have that cover the entire timeline. We're then going to increase the duration of our text, then go to your text layer, go to animation, and let's add the animation type 1. I'm then going to set my duration to about 1.3 seconds. After those 1.3 seconds, I'm going to scrub a little bit ahead on my timeline, go to my text layer, scroll down until you find transform, add a transform keyframe, and then swipe near to the end of that text layer and let's add another transform keyframe. On this last transform keyframe, I'm going to go to my scale and type in 1000 and click enter. This is going to make sure that our entire image is covered by white. You'll see now when I play between those keyframes, we have this zoom in effect where the white eventually covers the entire screen. Then select on your text layer and click Option K. This is going to open up your keyframe animator. Select on that curve, go to your curves graph and click cubic in. What that does is it creates a smooth zoom in effect. Then go ahead and click Option K again to hide that keyframe animator. We're going to select our text layer and our background layer, the black layer, right click and say create compound clip. Then selected on that compound clip, we're going to go to video, go to blend and change this blend mode to darken. We have our text animation come in and then we go ahead and zoom into our text, fully revealing our video. Let's start with the next effect, the typewriter effect, a personal favorite of mine. With your video on your timeline, I'm going to go to text, default text and click add. We can then extend that over our entire timeline. Selected on that text, I'm going to change the font to something that looks like a typewriter font. For this case, I'm using Special Elite. Go to animation and there's two different typing effects that you can do. Either select on typewriter or scroll down and select type 1. For this reference, I'm going to select typewriter and change my duration to 2.5 seconds. I'm then going to go to out and select the typewriter effect and leave it at 0.5 seconds. Now all we need to do is change our text and work on the sizing, and we have this really cool typewriter effect. You get some bonus points by going to audio, selecting sound effects, and searching for typewriter. I'm going to select the second option because it's free. Go ahead and drag that onto my timeline, and once our animation finishes, I'm going to trim my audio layer so that it stops as soon as our animation does. With that, let's move on to our third effect, the neon text effect. Let's go ahead and add another default text layer and change this to the text that we want. I'm then going to change my font and increase the size to cover more of the screen. Scroll down on your text until you find glow, and let's go ahead and activate that and select the second option. You can then play with your intensity to exactly how you like, and I'm going to leave intensity at 37 and range at 54. Then go ahead and select on that clip, right click and say create compound clip. You're then going to go to your effects panel and search for backdrop. Once you find the backdrop shine effect, let's go ahead and drag that directly onto our compound clip. This creates an exaggerated glow effect and a cool animation on our text. I'm then going to select on that compound clip, right click again and say create compound clip. This is where we get to create that cool flicker effect. Halfway through our animation, I'm going to create a blade point, and then I'm going to keep moving one frame ahead using the arrow keys on my keyboard and continue to create cut points. In total, I created 10 cut points. Then all you have to do is select every second cut point and click delete on your keyboard. You can see that creates a really cool flicker effect. And once again, some bonus points by using an analog glitch effect when that flicker happens. So for this video, I asked Genspark, the world's first all-in-one AI workspace, to research the top trending text effects in 2025. And now I'm showing you how to do them for free. Unlike regular AI tools, Genspark uses AI agents called sparkles that all work together to solve your complex tasks. Check this out. You could follow a similar workflow while using Genspark. Use the AI designer to create 3 thumbnail concepts for a video. Then feed those into the AI developer, which helps structure the script around the visual story. Then use AI slides to turn the key points into presentation slides for your audience. And finally, manage all the collaborations with an editor through teams where you can review everything together. It's like having a full creative agency all in one workspace. They also just launched AI Sheets 2.0, which transforms how to track a video's performance metrics. It can also automatically analyze data and create visual reports. Plus, there's an AI inbox that automatically filters and prioritizes messages so important brand deals aren't missed. Sign up for absolutely free using the link below, and you'll get access to all these AI agents that can help cut your content creation time in half. Back to the cool text effects. Let's work on our fourth effect, the mirror text effect. Add a default text layer onto your timeline and change my font to something called Montserrat Extra Bold. I'm then going to change my word, increase the font size to exactly how big I want it, and then add an animation. For this one, fade in set to a 1 second duration, looks great. We're then going to go ahead and duplicate our text layer by holding down Option on our keyboard and go ahead and create a compound clip on that second layer. We're then going to select on that, go to this option right here, and click Mirror and then Rotate. We then have the option to rotate it and reposition it directly underneath our text layer. From here, go to Video, Mask, Add Mask, and create a split mask. Then go ahead and rotate your mask to -180 and drag that line down a little bit. We can then go ahead and play with our feathering to create this cool gradient effect and then reposition our line slightly up just like that. If we go ahead and play that, we've now generated a really cool mirror effect. This next effect is placing text behind our subject or our point of focus. Go ahead and add your video onto your timeline, and once again we're going to add a default text layer. We're then going to select on our video layer and create a duplicate copy and drag it above that text layer. Selecting on your top layer, go to Video, Remove Background, and Custom Removal. We're then going to drag a straight line over our subject, and CapCut will create this effect where it kind of highlights the subject that you want to remove. Once you're happy with the selection, you can go ahead and click Apply. I'm then going to change my text, decrease the character a little bit. That's going to squeeze our letters together. And you'll see now when we reposition our text is now behind our subject. And with that, this brings us to our next effect, which is the outline effect. It's a great way to enhance this text behind subject effect. We're going to go to our text layer and create a duplicate copy by holding down Option. Then on this top layer, we're going to go to the color of our text, select that and move it over to the green option. Swiping down on your text layer, you're going to go ahead and create a stroke and change that stroke to the color of your original text. Because this text layer is white, I'm going to change that stroke to white. Then decrease the stroke thickness to somewhere around 15. On that top layer, go ahead and create a compound clip. Go to your Video, Remove Background option and select Chroma Key. We can then drag that color picker directly over that green portion of our image. With that, let's move on to the draw effect. Add your text layer. We're then going to go to Animation and scroll down until you find Chalky Scribble. Then increase your duration to around 2.5 seconds and increase the duration of that actual text layer. Then select it on that text layer, go ahead and right click and say Create Compound Clip. Then go to Video, scroll down to Blend and change that blend mode to Overlay. You've now created the text draw effect. These next two effects are ultra cinematic intro text effects. Let's start with the first one. I'm going to add my default text layer onto my timeline. Go ahead and change this text. And I'm going to select a really cinematic font called Poppins Bold Italic. I'm then also going to decrease my character to -1 to bring those letters closer together. Let's do some resizing of our text. Then I'm going to extend my text layer to a few seconds, move my playhead to the beginning of my timeline, scroll down, and add a transform keyframe. I'm then going to go to around 3 seconds and add another transform keyframe. On my first keyframe, I'm going to go ahead and increase my scale so that our text almost covers the entire screen. Between those two keyframes, we now have this cool zoom out effect. Open up your keyframe animator by clicking Option K and let's select that scale line and change this to ease. This is going to create a smoother zoom out effect. Let's go ahead and click Option K again to hide that layer. We're then going to right click on our text layer and create a compound clip. At the beginning of our timeline on our compound clip, let's go to Video, Mask, Add Mask, and create a film strip mask. We can then drag those lines all the way together. I'm then going to scroll down and create a mask setting keyframe, and then drag to around 3 seconds again and create another mask setting keyframe, where we can now drag those lines apart. Let's work on our second cinematic text effect. I'm going to go to my effects and search for blur. Select that first option and drag it onto your timeline. We're then going to line up our blur layer and our text layer, and at the beginning of that blur layer, go ahead and create a keyframe. Then swipe a few seconds ahead and go ahead and create another blur keyframe. On the second one, we're going to go ahead and drag the slider down to 0. This creates the blur for our text layer. I'm then going to select my blur layer, hold down Option, and create a duplicate layer. Go ahead and select that top blur layer and our text layer, and let's go ahead and right click and create a compound clip. Now on the second blur layer, we're essentially going to reverse the blur. So on the second keyframe, go ahead and turn your blur up to whatever looks natural for your background to be blurred by. We're then going to go to that beginning keyframe and change our blur value to 0. Now when I play this cinematic effect, our background goes out of focus and our text comes in focus. This moves us on to our next effect, which is the font shifting effect. With my video on my timeline, I'm going to go ahead and create a default text layer and extend that to the end of the timeline. Let's go ahead and change what this says to vlog, and we can change our font to something like Montserrat Bold. I'm going to go ahead and place this at the top of our video. We're then going to create a duplicate text layer, retime that, and let's change that to day 2 and reposition it below vlog. At the point that you want to start the font change effect, go ahead and create a blade point, and then on that second layer, go to animation, loop, and you'll find a whole bunch of different font change effects. Each different font change effect cycles through different fonts. Then as we play our timeline, you'll see that we cycle through those different fonts. When I want to revert back to that original font, I can create a blade point, go to that third layer, go to animation, and turn off that loop. You'll see now we have a cool effect where it cycles through the fonts and we revert back to that original text. This next effect is called a smooth text effect. We're going to add a default text layer and change this to whatever we want to animate. Then, still selected on your text layer, go to text to speech, select Jesse, and let's go ahead and generate speech for that. We can then disable this text layer by selecting it and clicking V, and then go back to text, auto captions, and generate. Then select on your voiceover and disable that as well. And now we have an auto captions file where if we go to animation, we have this new tab called captions, which opens up a whole new set of animations for our text. By scrolling down a little bit, I'm going to find the slide up option, which gives us this smooth Apple inspired animation. We can then select on that text layer, change our font to something more cinematic, and increase our text size. If you found this video useful, I've created a whole CapCut course called CapCut Lab, which takes you from a noob or a beginner CapCut editor to a pro in the shortest amount of time possible. Go ahead and check it out. It's a link in the description.